Hey, what's up, guys? It's Sam here with Custom PC Review, and today we're gonna do some news. And I know it's a little different from what I've done previously. You guys get to see my face and everything like that, which is cool. But yeah, gonna do some news. You guys have been requesting that ever since the dawn of my YouTube channel. So thanks for all you guys who've been sticking around since then. I am now officially YouTube partnered, so that's cool. Sorry I haven't made a video to thank you guys for it, but I really want to thank you guys for all your support, everything like that. Thanks for staying subscribed. Thanks for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. And I am gonna have a giveaway for you guys at the end of this video. So if you guys don't really care about the news or whatever, then just skip to the end. I'm sure somebody will put the time when the giveaway part starts. So that link's going to be in the description box below anyway, so it doesn't matter. But anyways, we're going to get to the news. And so a couple of things happened this week. I'm just going to go to the earliest thing. Well, first thing off, what we have is a couple of reviews up here. So we've done the review of the Seagate Momentus XT. That's a hybrid hard drive, which is really cool. I also did a video of that, which I guess you guys really liked because I got a lot of thumbs up. So thanks for that. Got the Gelid GX7 CPU cooler review. So that was a pretty interesting, CPU cooler. Had a pretty nice fan. I really liked it. Had like blue lights and everything. So check that out for sure. Had another review on it's just a written review, Street Fighter X Tekken. If you guys are interested in purchasing that, one of my reviewers or contributing writers wrote that. So definitely a good read. I really like the Street Fighter Tekken series and stuff like that. So definitely cool. Otherwise, moving on to the news, we had Intel announced the final launch date for their well, they didn't really announce it. It was kind of like a leaked slide. So I'm going to say that it's a rumor. I'm going to put it out there. But it looks pretty legit. So that's that. I'll cover all of these news articles in a minute. Just want to run you through what's going to happen. SteelSeries unveiled a new gaming mouse. Nvidia GeForce, Kepler GK104. That's a new GTX 670 Ti. That's supposed to be coming out sometime, and so I've got a couple pictures of that. It's all rumors again, so don't take my word for it. It might even be completely different when the actual thing releases. We've also got a new drive from OCZ. They've been shown off at CeBIT, like nowish, so that's pretty cool. Also got EVGA's got a new motherboard they just showed off at CeBIT. They've been pretty quiet with the Z77s, whereas every other manufacturer has been kind of loud about it and doing all this stuff promoting it. And so yeah, we'll show you what that is. And I've also got ASRock's new Godlike. Yeah, it's pretty godlike. Extreme 11 motherboard, and they also got a X79 Fatality motherboard. Both of them are X79. And another interesting thing is AMD's Tahiti successor is possibly codenamed Tenerife or Tenerife, whatever. I'll cover that in a little bit. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to start off with EVGA's motherboard that they unveiled, I guess, at CeBIT. And this is a Z77 motherboard. And as you can see right there, it's actually pretty cool. A couple interesting things right here. You see that right-angled 24-pin connector. So I don't know why more motherboard manufacturers haven't done that, but that is definitely pretty sweet. It'll definitely enhance the look of the motherboard in your case. You've also got dual 8-pin connectors up here for the power. So I'm guessing this is gonna be a pretty high-end EVGA board. It's got, down here, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 PCI Express 16X slots. Here, I believe it's got like a 10-phase VRM design, 4 DDR3 DIMM slots, and apparently it has Thunderbolt support as well, so that's very interesting. You've also got that debug right there. You've got 4 SATA 3 6 gigabits, and then 4 SATA 2 ports. Otherwise, pricing, availability, that's all unknown at this time. Additionally, it hasn't even been named yet. So, considering that the board design looks quite finished and it's kind of like ready to go, I expect that to be coming out sometime soon. I expect it to be either like EVGA, FTW class, or classified class, you know, because that's what they usually name their cards. So, next thing we have is, OCZ Vertex 4. So it got benchmarked by the SSD review. They were actually in CeBIT, and they actually got, you know, first benchmark of the thing. The SSD was on display, I guess. And the Vertex 4 uses OCZ. You know how they use Indolynx controllers now? Well, this uses the new Indolynx Everest 2 controller, I believe. And yep, it uses Everest 2. And they've got a quick screenshot of the crystal disk mark right here, and it's just, you know, the write speed here is just phenomenal. You can see the 4K write speeds, and 4K pretty much is going to reflect on day-to-day use what you're going to see in your operating system. And right here you see it's 106.3 megabyte per second writes. So we'll compare that real quick to the Crucial M4 review that I did earlier, and as you can see right here, it's only got about 78 megabytes per second writes. And on top of that, you know, right here we've got 342 megabyte writes on the Vertex 4, where here we've got about 204, 205. Here's all like 342. Down here's 330 on the 4K QDEP32. And so this is the M4 review, of course. And so definitely very excited about this new SSD. It should be very fast, very snappy, and yeah, so definitely, you know, links are all going to be below for you guys to check out in a little bit. So next thing we have is the compilation of some, you know, leaked pictures of the new Kepler GK104, aka GTX 670Ti. You know, it's all leaked pictures right now, so I'm gonna say that you don't hold me to my word against this. You know, this isn't gonna be fact, or it might be fact. I don't know. It could be, but what we have here is the cooler design on the new 670Ti. Remember, it's rumor again, so you know it might change when the actual thing comes out. But cooler design looks pretty similar to what we had before. You know, just that blower design with the vapor chamber and all that stuff. So that's that. Next image we get is kind of at the end of the PCB. We've got that stacked dual 6-pin connectors right here, which is kind of interesting. It's supposed to be recessed, I guess. I don't know. But over here we've got like 5, I think. Yeah, we got like 5 NVDD power phases. So that's that. Got a couple memory chips here, but we're kind of missing this piece right here. I really wanted to see the GPU die and how it looked like, but don't really have a picture of that. We had it on the previous, but I think it was like blocked off or something, or censored or whatever. Next thing we have is the back of the PCB. You know, just really not much to look at here. We've got some of the solder points and things like that. We've got the mounting holes, all that stuff. So yeah, if you're interested in that, you know, check it out. Here, yeah, censored again, so great news for us. But it looks like this is a reviewer sample box that Nvidia would send people. So I hope that you know, this guy's actually got a sample, and we should see reviews coming out maybe end of this month, maybe early next month or something like that. But at least we know this card actually exists, or maybe they're just, you know, trolling us and they're putting a you know, a GTX 580. I don't know, whatever, whatever they're putting here. But hopefully it's the right thing. And finally, we have this last leak. So it looks like it's from a Chinese website. You know, again, link in the description box below. And yeah, I mean, it's got sort of the GTX, you know, GeForce GTX logo. This looks like the new one that they introduced really recently. They've got a new branding. And here we see GTX 670Ti. So looks legit, you know, at least from the looks of it. But, you know, people do wonders with Photoshop and all that stuff. So I don't know, whatever. We'll see what happens. And if you guys are interested, again, you know, link in the description box. Next thing, SteelSeries unveiled a new mouse at CeBIT, and that is the Sensei Raw mouse. This is a new gaming mouse. It's based off the Sensei. As you can see, it's almost identical to the Sensei, except the Sensei Raw has like two different designs. It's got this rubbery finish, and then it's got the gloss finish. But main thing is that it doesn't have some of the more advanced features of the Sensei. So the Sensei had like an onboard LCD system. It had like 5 different onboard profiles, a 32-bit ARM processor embedded into the mouse itself to increase the I guess what they call is the CPI. But yeah, and you know, with the new Sensei Raw, what they did was they removed some of those advanced features. You know, you've only got one onboard profile. You don't have that ARM processor in there to help increase your mouse's CPI to some ridiculous level, and you don't have that onboard LCD menu system either. You can still control you know, all the settings to the mouse on your control panel and things like that, so it's gonna work out just fine. But you know, that's that. And the new mouse is gonna come in at just $59.99, so it's gonna be about $30 cheaper than the original Sensei mouse, which comes in at $89.99. So that's that. Looks cool. You know, it's a great looking mouse, and can't wait to maybe review one of these in the future, hopefully. I don't know. We'll see if SteelSeries wants to send me one. Next thing we've got Intel's 22 nanometer Ivy Bridge CPU launch date confirmed. Possibly confirmed because it's still a rumor, but this looks pretty legit. What we've got is a chart right here that looks like it's actually from Intel itself. And as you can see right here, you know, this looks like one of those marketing slides, I guess, that they use to you know, train people and train, you know, third-party resellers, maybe like Best Buy or whatever. And right here, it's got the 2012 launch timing. We've got April 29th right there, you know, really clearly stated, and it's got all these Ivy Bridge processors in there. So i7 3770K, 3770, 3770S. They're also launching, obviously, the Z77 chipset along with it, Z75, H77, B75, so all that stuff. And then June 3rd, we're going to see a couple more processors. I don't think that's going to be very, you know, it's not really going to be something I'm that interested in. I'm more interested in all the stuff coming out on the 29th. So that's that. We've also got the Q77, Q75 Express chipsets, and those are enterprise level chipsets. So that's that. Yeah, so the next thing we've got, oh yeah, you guys are probably waiting for this because you guys are wondering what the hell is a Godlike X79 motherboard look like. So this is it right here. This is the X79 Extreme 11. So you know, ASRock has just been like really betting on the X79 platform. They've released like tons of them, but I mean, you can look at this board and how many features it has, and it is freaking ridiculous. I mean, look at all those crazy power phases. Up here we've got like dual 8-pin power connectors. We got the 24-pin power connector here. You know, we got 8 memory slots. It looks like all of these are PCI Express. Got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 PCI Express slots, X16. I think there's got like 2 PCI like Express bridge chips here, you know, for basically increasing the amount of lanes that you have on your PCI Express slots. You know, you've got a LSI chip right here for your SATA, you know, connectors. So you've literally got like onboard hardware RAID, I think. I mean, I'm gonna assume that because I see the LSI chip in there, but that's that. And then on top of here, you've got the Recon 3D. You know, I mean, not the Recon 3D, but you got the Soundcore 3D processor from Creative, you know, also on this motherboard. So it's got a lot of stuff. Let me see if I missed any of the things, but yeah, it's got support up to like 32 lanes of PCI Express, up to 64 gigs of memory. You've got a 16 plus 2-phase DigiPower VRM, so this thing should be pretty ridiculous. I don't think this motherboard will debut for less than like $500 at the minimum. But that's that. Very cool, man. Very cool. If you guys have the money to get it, man, I don't know. You guys are just rich. The next thing we've got is this X79 Champion motherboard, and it looks pretty cool. It's pretty much the same thing as some of their old X79 motherboards. And again, here we've got the 8 DIMM slots. We've got SATA 3, SATA 2. We've got what looks like to be 5 PCI Express X16 slots. Down here we've got that big Soundcore 3D audio processor. So sound should be really good on that as well. You've got those gold capacitors there. So great board. It's got a 12 plus 2 DigiPower power phase, and support up to 64 gigs of memory. So these are pretty insane boards that ASRock is introducing. So I don't know if there was market demand for this, or if they're just doing it as a tech demo because they're just so freaking cool. But this board looks freaking awesome, and I want it as well. The next thing, we've got another rumor, and it's the AMD Tahiti successor, and they're saying it's possibly Tenerife or whatever. I guess it's an island somewhere in this world, because AMD, I guess, have been using island names. But anyways, it's got let's see, it's basically got the enhanced GCN architecture. 1.2x the compute power of the current Performance King, and we've got some specs here. This looks to be like a AMD specs sheet. Can't be sure, but AMD Confidential, March 2012. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty legit. Supposed to be faster than the HD 7970, but not by much. So yeah, that's that. So don't put off your purchases of the 7970, 7950 just yet. It's got 3 gigs of DDR5, 384-bit memory bus, and idle power is only 3 watts. So that is amazing what they're doing with these new graphics cards. And so that's that. Definitely very cool. Again, I'm going to remind you guys, it's just a rumor. By the time the actual thing comes out, it's probably going to be totally different. And that's pretty much all I'm going to cover for news, because this is like taking like 20 minutes, and so I don't want you guys to be all bored and everything. Yes, the giveaway. So check it out. Thanks to Arctic, we've got a small giveaway for you guys. They shipped us a couple items for me to give away, so I'm gonna do that. And unfortunately, I've got to pay for shipping, so it's gonna be USA only. But yeah, I'm gonna hope to maybe get some international giveaways going on sometime in the future. I'm gonna be asking a lot of people, see if they can help me out, do some giveaways, help you guys out, So what do we have? Well, we've got, the first thing we've got is this. I don't know if you guys can see it very clearly, but it's the Alpine 64 Plus CPU cooler. And it's got 100 watts of cooling capacity. I mean, it's not going to be your highest end CPU cooler. This is AMD only, by the way, so FM1, AM3, AM3 Plus, AM2 Plus, AM2, 939 slots. But it's a pretty decent cooler if you guys are gonna if you guys are running off the stock cooler or whatever, and you've got an AMD system. Well, I mean, this is pretty good. Next thing we've got is a case fan. So I'm just going to give both of these away to the same winner. And the next thing we've got is just a case fan, and it's their F12 Pro TC. Yeah, it's their F12 Pro TC. And what's cool about this is it's got a temperature sensor inside. So It looks like it'll actually automatically ramp up and ramp down on the speed on its own. And it's going to try to keep... I don't know if you guys can see it right here. I'm going to have a link to ASRock's website right here through this. And it says that the case temperature should always be kept between 30 centigrade and 40 centigrade. So yeah, it looks like it's got automatic speed control functionality. I mean, this actually looks like a really cool fan. I know they make this for different sizes and different styles. I know this one has like a little grill on top, but they make ones without grills. And yeah, so if you guys are interested, whatever, I'm gonna have a link in the description box below. In order to enter, all you really gotta do is just post in the freaking in the forum, because I can't really do this on YouTube because there's like all these rules and stuff. I can't even require you guys to like thumbs up or subscribe or anything like that. So anyways, yeah, just go into the forums and do it. And basically you just got to create an account, post there. It's going to end on the 31st. The way I'm going to select the winners is I'm just going to take the top 10 forum posters who entered here in this drawing, and I'm just going to use random.org to randomly select a winner. And posts could be just anything, news, questions, responses to other people, stuff like that. Currently there's not too much activity there, so you guys actually do have a pretty good chance of winning. Again, you've got about, I'd say, like 2 weeks or so, looking at the calendar there. So you've got a little more than 2 weeks, actually 3 weeks. You got 3 weeks. So yeah, you got 3 weeks to post whatever. Just make sure you don't spam the forums, guys, or I'm just gonna disqualify you guys. So yeah, again, restrictions, USA only. If you guys want to be awesome, check out ASRock's Facebook page. Actually, if you check out ASRock's website right now, they've actually got a giveaway, I guess, going as well. Looks like they're gonna give out some coolers, some mugs, things like that. So that's pretty sweet. You got this guy, interesting guy. He's like burning from the heat of the, I guess, HD 7970 or whatever. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's all I really have for you guys this time. Thanks for sticking around. It's like about 22 minutes, so I'm gonna cut it. And if you guys have any questions, leave it in the comments below and things like that. And I think on my next couple of videos, I'm going to try to answer some questions just off of YouTube. Give me some feedback on what you guys think of this new segment. If you guys are, if you guys like it. If you guys don't like it, I'm just going to stop doing it or whatever from now on. So if you guys like it, just give it a thumbs up. Comment below. Tell me, some feedback or whatever, things like that. So that's all I really have for you. Again, I just want to thank ASRock for sponsoring the giveaway, the YouTube partner giveaway. Thank all of you guys for helping me reach this, reach the YouTube partner level, and I do greatly appreciate it. And all the links of everything will be in the description box below. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video, huh?